Hi BL lovers, I'm that BL guy and welcome back to another 5-minute review. Today we'll be reviewing the BL drama Checo Frost. This follows the story of illustrator Okusawa Ritsu and salesman Ikegami Humiya. They met in an old coffee shop and eventually fell in love and lived happily together. However, a misunderstanding gradually arises between Ritsu, who lives freely, and Humiya, who is swayed by it. After a fight one winter day, Ritsu leaves the house and is involved in an accident and loses consciousness. Upon awakening, Ritsu has lost only the memory of Humiya. Wanting to start a relationship over from scratch, Humiya hides the fact that he was dating Ritsu and resumes their joint life. However, Ritsu asks him to take him to a familiar place in order to regain his memory. Humiya is reluctant, but the two of them start the journey to follow the trajectory of the relationship. The coffee shop where they met for the first time, the riverside road they always strolled, the places they both traveled to before dating. Sweet memories and bittersweet memories. The time they spent together haunts Humiya's mind. Ritsu, on the other hand, finds himself gradually becoming attached to Humiya again while having amnesia. Checo Frost is a Japanese BL drama with 6 episodes, roughly around 30 minutes per episode. Our two main leads are being played by Honda Kyoya and Suzuki Kosuke. One review says, a BL with passion and care. I'm so happy MBS is starting to make more BL series. Their past BLs have been so relieving knowing that there are still producers and writers who care about the genre and the content they're pushing out. A lot of BLs releasing right now feel like they weren't given as much thought or care, but Checo Frost is one which I really respect and love for putting out something meaningful and worth to watch. For the actual review, I love the atmosphere that the film style brings. Without spoiling much, the way they filmed everything felt very nostalgic, cozy, while also having a deep sense of longing for the past. The acting is better than I expected, seeing as one of the main characters was a support for another BL I watched. But his acting, both of the acting actually, was amazing. Their chemistry felt realistic, but during some scenes, I felt like I was interrupting their privacy and had to look away. Overall, I would really recommend this to BL lovers. I hardly say that nowadays, since I've stated before, a lot of the BLs currently coming out felt like a waste of my time. Very fan service and unoriginal, but that's a critique on the genre as a whole. However, Checo Frost is something new and focuses on a story that doesn't talk about the same old dealing with coming out situations. I guess lately I got so tired of that plotline because it's everywhere that I look for more mature BL shows, and this one really hits the nail. Now getting to my personal opinion, I could see where this review and a lot of the other reviews that I've read before comes from. This is like cinematography. This is shot so well. The first thing that I thought when I saw this was, this looks so much like a type of film you'll see at a film festival, Sundance and stuff like that. Like, that's the kind of vibes this show kind of gave off to me, which is really beautiful. And usually the films from that type of festivals are a little bit more serious, mature, a little bit more deeper, and I don't really think that's my type of vibe. I really just enjoy a fun watch, something entertaining that I can giggle to and really laugh a lot to, like something like that, which is just a problem on my end, nothing to do with the show itself. But because of that reason, I didn't really enjoy it that much. Trust me, there were a few episodes that I really enjoyed and I was like really getting into it. But for most of it, I was just watching it to watch it and to finish it, because it was quite short. But I'm not going to deny that it was a great show. Like, the acting was impeccable. I really liked the chemistry between them. And can we just talk about Ritsu's character? Like, Ritsu is so beautiful. Like, that's another reason why I kept on watching that show. Like, he kept me hooked. I just had to keep staring at that face. Like, that beautiful, he's so freaking beautiful, so handsome. Like, I really enjoyed it. Getting to my personal rating for story, the story was, like I said, the story is pretty good, very mature, it's very nice. So I'm not going to be biased here. I'm just going to be honest and say that the story deserves a 9 out of 10. It is really good. For acting, again, they were very good, so I'm gonna give a 9 out of 10 there as well. For music, I don't really remember the music. I remember the ending credits song a little bit. So because of that, I give it a 7 out of 10, just because I don't really remember it and I just finished it like a couple of days ago. So that should say something. Rewatch value, for me personally, I don't see myself ever rewatching this just because it isn't my vibe. So for rewatch value, I'm gonna give a 5 out of 10. Just because I think it's pretty deep as well. I don't really think a lot of people would rewatch it. Like maybe a couple of times, but I don't really see them like immediately after the show in it to go rewatch it, you know? It's because it's kind of on the deeper side. But yeah, that was just my personal and overall rating of Checo Frost. For some reason, Humia's character, or the actor who played Humia, really reminded me of First, the guy that plays in the Clips and Only Friends. Like, I don't know why he gave me that vibes with the way he kind of looks. I just thought of First a lot of the time when I saw him.